What's up, Facebook? Facebook Live, what's up? It's Tuesday evening. How y'all doing? I gotta, why you sit up? I'm on Facebook, man.
How you feeling?
About to go live. I got a couple of questions. Really, I just need some answers. I really want my fellas, if y'all could chime in and let me know what's going on, that would be greatly appreciated. Tell them, hey.
Hey.
All right, now go play your game.
It ain't a game.
Man, go play your game. This for real.
Ain't game over.
Okay, go play some more. Anyways, I put a topic up, or actually, I put a statement up earlier that one man's slut is another man's wife. And I know y'all probably saying, Blue, I want to talk to you. I told you I want to talk to you live. I'm going to bring you on in a minute. But I'm sitting here and I'm wondering why you can be in the best relationship, or you can be in a good relationship with somebody, but somewhere down the line, the shit goes bad. And the minute that it goes bad, shit changes, and all of a sudden you become this slut, you become this bitch, you become this hoe. I'm not understanding it, because I've been in a relationship with you and I decide to get out of it, and I want better and I want to do better. My life is going in a direction that your life ain't going in. How did I become a slut or a hoe? Just because you didn't want to get married, or I decided that I want to get married, now I'm a slut and I'm a hoe? I ain't shit. I really don't understand that. And vice versa with women. Soon as we break up with a fella, he got the smallest ding-a-ling we ever had. But while you was with him, nigga had the best sex you could ever imagine. But it's just funny how the tables turn once you break up with somebody. I really don't understand it. But me, as I've gotten older, if shit happens to just not work out, the shit just does not work out. So I need some of y'all fellas' opinion, because it might just be me, because, I feel some type of way. Motherfuckers start calling me a slut, and I'm like, nigga, I wasn't no slut. Why, you were banging my back out, but now all of a sudden I'm a slut? Really don't even get it. But let me see, I told Blue I'm going to bring him in. He all the way from California, y'all. He took his lunch break. I'm going to see, can I bring him in? Hold on one second. All right, Blue, I just added you. Vegas, I'm sorry, in Vegas. What up, baby?
What's going on?
I'm sure you done
man,
heard.
On my little lunch break.
All right, ain't gonna take up too much of your time, but I seen you chimed in on one of my posts, so I wanted to ask you a question, see what you think about it. Why is it that every time you break up with somebody, you become this from my standpoint, and like I just told earlier, men do it too, but why is it every time you break up with somebody, I suddenly become a hoe or a slut? I ain't shit, or I don't understand that, because I just gave you a whole year and a half of my life, but now that I'm done or I'm moving forward, I'm a slut and I'm a hoe. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying that I ain't this coochie is no non-coochie, because it done, had a little fat shaft. But goddamn, nigga, I wasn't no hoe and no slut while you were falling off in it, though. I don't understand that.
Well,
can you help me get some understanding?
My personal opinion is, it happened to me with my first wife. I never called her a hoe or slut or nothing, but we had got into it, and I never dated plus size women before, and she said some nasty things to me, And I said it out of anger. And I was like, well, I said, well, get your ass on. I ain't never dated nobody fat in the first motherfucking place. But she wasn't fat. She just one of them thick sisters like Monique. You know what I'm saying? One of them sisters. And I said it out of anger. And a lot of times brothers say stuff about sisters out of anger. Like you said, you know, y'all was together and all this type of stuff. And then the dude get mad when she leave him. You know, first of all, you have the guy that's complaining about this, complaining about that. She always going out with her homegirls. She don't do this. She don't do that. Well, then when he get ready to lose her, he don't want nobody else to have her. So he try to say things to, and I'm trying to be as respectful as possible. He try to say things to break her down and to try to get in her mental stage to where she won't leave. He may say this and he may say that about her, but he, honest to God, like for real, speaking from a real man, because I'm a real one, I'm a solid one. They don't really mean that. And then when she leave and be with somebody else, and it happens, man, it happens on a bike set, it happens in the hood, it happens at church, it happens at school. You know, you see her with somebody else and you see her smiling. And the last thing you remember is the last few times she was with you, you made her frown. Y'all was arguing, y'all was upset. She was all kind of bitches and you was all kind of bitch niggas, and y'all going at it and move out. I don't want you no more with your little dick ass, bitch, your pussy stank anyway. But it didn't stink when I was eating it. So all of a sudden now that we broke up, it stank. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then the first thing a female hit a dude with is, with your, well, if he got a job, you know, she don't hit him with it, but she'll be like, with your broke ass or with your little dick ass. I don't know why I put up with it in the first place, but it wasn't no little dick when you was choking on it. You know what I'm saying? Your coochie wasn't stanky when I was eating on it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't stanky when that baby came up out of there that we made. So people say things to tear one another down, to hurt their feelings and stuff like that. And like you said, women do it and men do it. And it's really because they hurt. You know what I'm saying? They really don't want that person to leave or this and that, because I really didn't want to divorce my first wife. I didn't really want to divorce her, but her mouth was so foul. And then I remember, and my mom probably looking at the Facebook now, I remember me and her got into an argument one time, and I picked my baby up, Dijon. I picked my baby up, and he probably see this because he have Facebook. I picked him up one time when he was a little baby, and she called the police and said that I hit her. And my neighbors, when the police came, said, no, he didn't do nothing to her. He just took the baby out because my baby had seizures and I didn't want him to get upset. And once she done that, I talked to my granddaddy about it. And my granddaddy was like, son, you don't think it's time to move on? I said, she called the police. That's a cardinal sin. You don't do that. So I ended up leaving her, but we really good friends right now. And she on Facebook too. And Leona, I love her to death. You know what I'm saying? That's my first wife, my kids' mom. You know, I love her, you know what I'm saying? And I don't wish no bad on her, and I'm there for her. She's not married right now, but she has a live-in boyfriend. And I told him, you know what I'm saying? And my wife, Tracy, was like, babe, you can't do that. I said, shit, the hell if I can't. So I told him, like, if you ever put hands on her or do something to my baby, then you're going to have to answer to me. And I'm not coming over there to talk, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? He's from a Compton neighborhood or whatever, but we have a good understanding. And once I got to know him, he's a cool cat. You know, he's not perfect, just like I'm not perfect. But I love him because he's there for my son, regardless to how my son may feel. I love the fact that I'm not there and he can be there for my son. You know what I'm saying? And back to the subject at hand, shouts out to all the stepdads and stepmoms that's really taking care, or adopted parents that's really taking care of these kids when we, the parents, not able to do. Some of us is living in other states. Some of us come get them like I do and bring them out here. But shouts out for being there when they need them. But some females talk bad about a dude. He really taking care of her, doing this, he doing that, and she's taking advantage of his kindness for weakness. You know what I'm saying? And she want to say all these bad things about him, but just as soon as he go over there to Pookie and them cousin, Tamika or Roshada or Feifei or somebody, and he laughing and talking and they smiling and they going out and they doing this and they doing that, she's unhappy because she know that in the beginning he done this for her. And sometimes we stop it on our own, but a lot of times the person that we involved with push us to the point to where we don't want to take the time out and do nothing, bless you, for that person. So it's not just you, sis. Men say it out of anger, and they don't really mean it. Honestly, like I can say this for men. When men say that stuff, we really don't mean that stuff. We just heartbroken because we know what we lost.
Well, you know, like last week, when you said what you said last week on the live that we did last Wednesday, you could tell for yourself. I had to inbox you and tell you that I agree with what you said, but I had to go back and explain what I meant by when I said, take me as I am or leave me as I was. And when I said that, I meant by, I know that I'm a good woman, and I know that when I'm with somebody, I'm going to make sure they taken care of. But when I say, you know MC Peaches, so you know that I drink, you know that I like to have fun. Don't come in the relationship trying to change me, because guess what? If I see something in you that's worth making a change for, I'm going to make that change anyway. You ain't even got to worry about it. You ain't even got to worry about me being drunk on no pole or in another nigga's face, because I'm automatically going to back down and stop doing that, because I know who I am as a woman, and I know who my mama raised me as a woman. But in a relationship, when shit ain't right and it just ain't working out, I spent so many years of my life holding on to a broken relationship to now. And they can call me a slut, you can call me a hoe, but I don't care if I have to go through 7, 8 more niggas before I end up in a bad relationship or a wrecked relationship or dead in a relationship. I will keep switching. I will keep loving. I will keep trying to find love. So when I get to that point where I say, ain't no more, I'm done, I'm at the end of the road, I don't think that I should have to be called a slut or a bitch or you just want to be out in the street fucking and doing this. No, I don't want to be out in the street fucking. I don't want to run this household by myself. I don't want to have to go pay this rent or pay these light bills by myself. I want a motherfucker on my home team. But when a nigga forced me not to be able to keep you on the team, I got to let you go. And I don't think I should be feeling guilty because you didn't do what you had to do as a man. And before I let my ship sink, I'll let you go. And that's my take on it.
Yeah. Well, I did give you a response like, I don't have to take you as you are, blah, blah, blah. But I meant it from the outlook of when I met you, you never was doing that. I saw a different you. And then now that we together and we moved in together, all of a sudden you smoke cigarettes, you drinking, you partying all the time, but you wasn't doing that when we was together. So it's like I was fooled. Men fool women and women fool men till they get them, and then the real them come out. So that's what I meant by that. But if I met you swinging on a pole, drunk and smoking weed, I was attracted to that. So I know that you do that, so I cannot change you. But if something should happen, like you said, to where we both say, look, we need to change, or you need to change, or you need to work on this, we got to agree to disagree or agree to agree. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I meant by that. If like you meet me, say you meet somebody and you know, he start cooking for you when you come over to the house, and he tell you, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. And sort of like I did my wife, you know what I'm saying? I was cooking for her and all of that. And she tell my mom and them all the time, he tricked me. He used to cook for me all the time. Now he always want me in the kitchen because I used to do like lobster tails. I used to cook greens and cornbread and all that stuff. And it's like, you know, now I want her to get in the kitchen. And the only reason why I do that is because she cook healthy foods. You know what I'm saying? And at first I didn't like it, but now I love green peas. I love whatever she be making with them noodles and the shrimps or the baked chicken or the boiled chicken and stuff like that. So it's like I didn't fool her. I just slowed down a little bit. And that's what we do. We have to blend in like an iguana or something to camouflage to get what we want. And then once we got it, you know, our old self comes back out. So that's what I mean. Like you know, I don't have to accept you for who, I mean, you know, as you are, you know, if met you prostituting or whatever, or in the strip club working or whatever, I knew that's what I signed up for, so I can't change
That's
you. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Unless
it.
I have all means to take care of you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
it.
it's like, you know, life is full of surprises with people, man. And I agree with you what you said. You said, man, you said, if I have to date 10 or 15 different dudes, I'm gonna do that. And that's just like the bike set, you know, people say this and people say that. You know what I'm saying about people doing this? They call them club hoppers, they call them this, they call them that. Well, I can give a fuck what anybody say about me. Liberty Riders, Hog Life, Red Breed. Okay, and Liberty Riders is my family club. Me and my brother didn't see eye to eye, so I chose to walk away and let him keep the club. Hog Life, my boy passed away, and I just felt that it was time for me to move on. You know what I'm saying? And you can't talk about nobody like that, because I know some dudes right now that's nationals and that's presidents of their chapters and been there 10 years strong, that was in a club relationship before that, a couple of them. So this biker set shit, the boyfriend, girlfriend, husband shit, is all a relationship. And if it's not right for you, you have to move on. Life is too short for you to settle for that one person. So if I have to mess with Tammy, Tamika, Laura, Rosalind, Monique, Barbara, Peaches, you know, to find that right one, that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm looked at as, oh, that nigga got bitches, he got hoes. But if you do it, Peaches ain't nothing but old hoes. She was with Gorilla Blue last month. You know, they got into it. Now she with Punchy. You know what I'm saying? And they from the same club. She left Punchy and started messing with Double R. She left Double R and started messing with Waterboy. She left Waterboy and started messing with such and such. Well, now you's a hoe, but it shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? You have, it's like it's like going to a car lot. Let's drive these cars. You like the car too small, so you go to the car. You know what I'm saying? Well, this car big enough, I shoot. You know, and got me. I'm having triplets, so we need a bigger car. So I get this when they like, man, she keep flipping cars, but everybody worried about themselves the way they worry about other people, and if they own advice, like their advice to other people, the bike set, the your marriage, your church, your school, your job, everything would go smoothly, because you already have the answer to how you can be a better person, and lead by example and be better to somebody else. Stop talking about people and lead by example, because if you lead by example, eventually you will see people falling in, meaning your relationship. If you did good in your relationship and you was with a guy that called you a hoe and this and that, well, he should have been taking heed to that dude that always have his wife on the back of his bike, to that dude that's always telling his girlfriend to come out on the bike set and party with him, to that dude that's always on Facebook Live pampering his wife and this and that, instead of them saying Gorilla Blue just be showing off. You know what I'm saying? He flossing with them 2 motorcycles. He flossing with them cars. He always giving his wife flowers on Facebook. But that same individual that's saying that stuff is the same person that be out on the bike set, and he be like, man, sit your punk ass down. That's why I didn't want you to come.
Now
Man,
that be that same nigga that's out here trying to get the side chick. When you can take that same
yeah.
energy and invest it in your wife and stop trying to invest it in everybody else, you'll have a better life. Stop trying to make
He
investments
ain't trying to get no
and invest in
side
your own
chicks.
shit.
He's trying to get that hot pocket, because he's a low key Tinder dick.
Need I say more?
So with
Need I
that
say
being
more?
said, you know, I just feel that we as a people need to grow stronger. And okay, I grew up in Compton, born and raised in Compton. I've been out here in Vegas for about 11, almost 12 years working for the company that I work for, and my lunch break is almost up. But I've been working out here in Vegas for 11 years. I grew up in Compton, and in Compton, where I grew up at on 126, or should I say between Rosecrans and 117th, and between Wilmington and between Alameda or Santa Fe, You see the Mexicans, they stick with their wives. They go through a lot. You see them get drunk, they fight, but they together. They go out, they work together. They fight for their marriage. They fight for this, they fight for that. But we as a whole, as a community, as people of color, as they call us, are African Americans. And I'm not no damn African American. I'm an American in the United States that just happen to be black, period. So I'm an American. So we are so quick to jump out of a relationship and a marriage and go to somebody else, and now you got to spend, you wasted 10 years with this person, y'all know each other front back, but now you going over here with her and you think she cool, but all the time she's messing with your brother, your cousin, your uncle, and then you look back and say, damn, man, me and Peaches might have went through this, and me and Peaches might have went through that, but I should have fought for it. And Betty Rice said it. She said, anything worth having it all is worth working for and waiting for. And she said, some of my closest friends thought they had they man, they whatever, they had everything together just because they man was bringing them flowers and candies and all kind of stuff. She said that stuff means, sometimes it means maybe we should just be friends. But if you would just take the time out to work on what you need to work on and be there for each other, everything will be all right. When you get into that relationship, to when that man tell you, I don't want you coming out on a bike set because of this, because of that, or I don't want you coming over to the neighborhood with me because of this or because of that, or I don't want you to come to that church with me because of this or because of that, or vice versa, a woman tell him that, that's a sign that you need to get out of that relationship, because Tracy have access to come anywhere. In fact, whenever I go out on a bike set, Tracy have the address to where I'm at. So she can put it in the GPS or whatever and follow and come whenever she wants to. I don't tell her what time to come or none of that stuff. I tell her to come. Know why? Because I don't have nothing to hide. Tracy know that I'm a flirtatious man. I was flirtatious when I met her, but I do it respectfully. And can't nobody, Tracy can't tell you a Roland stayed out overnight or he come in the house at this time of the night. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm just saying I have to continue to be who I am to keep my relationship and my marriage going right. Now, if I come home and Tracy called me and say that she's at the Blue Martini or somewhere else, then I'm gonna feel some type of way. But if she tell me, babe, I'm at senior citizen bingo night up at the Santa Fe station or the Aliante station, now that she done turned 52, she gets senior citizen stuff, so she be up there all the time, so I don't trip. And then when I hear a man in the background talking to her like, yeah, we're gonna do this, we gonna do that. Before, maybe about 5 years ago, I used to get upset, you know what I'm saying, and I'd drive up there or get on my bike and go up there. But now I just post up. I let her enjoy herself. I don't question her or nothing. She at the casino having fun. I'm on the bike set having fun. She don't go through my phone. I don't go through her phone. In fact, she answers my phone when it rings. I tell her to answer and she'll say no. She'll say, babe, can you get that out my purse? I take her purse to her because I don't go in her purse. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about your maturity level, and it's really about the love and respect that you say that you have for this woman that will keep you doing right or keep you doing bad. Because if you love her the way that you say you love her and it's sincere, you ain't gonna have no problems. But when that love start leaving, like Teddy Pendergraft said, it's like a love TKO, but I think I better let it go because love don't live here anymore. And then when you meet that right person, Stevie Wonder can see. You can see it with your eyes closed. That's my boo right there. And Ray Charles will just tell you, you got the right one, baby. Uh-huh. Bottom line.
I know you got to get back to work, and I appreciate your opinion. But before you go, I just like to, I look at your page and I learn and I listen. So don't think that your words are falling on deaf ear. But I've had to learn that I have to work on Peaches first. Before I can be good to anybody else, I have to work on Peaches. Yes. I can't worry about how you feel about me or what you think about me. It's important to me what I think about me first. And then I can be good to you. I just don't understand some of these men. Like you said, you don't follow Tracy. If you know you got a good thing, me myself, if I know I got a good thing, I don't care how many niggas are in my ear saying some other shit. Ain't nothing gonna make me move. I might get you to buy me a drink in the club. I might say some slick shit to you, but I can guarantee you ain't no panties being dropped, and we ain't doing nothing together outside
Yeah,
of just
I'm
talking.
I'm
Once
I'm
we
gonna give you
leave, you go your way. Go ahead,
yeah,
Blue.
I'm gonna give you an example. Last year when we was in Arizona for Soul Brothers, not last year, the year before last, Tracy came, my wife came with me, and when I call her Tracy, I don't mean to say that. My wife came with me, and I was with matter of fact, I was following behind Red Breed. I was following behind Punchy them. I was just following they crowd, chopping it up with Hot Boy and all them. And so I looked over there at the tent, and I seen this dude in patches. He grabbed my wife's hand and like he was gonna shake it, and I'm looking, and he holding it and talking to her. My wife is not a disrespectful person. She was just letting him hold her hand, and then I seen her point to the name on her vest. You know what I'm saying? It says Miss Gorilla Blue. So at first, I was thinking how I used to think back in the days growing up in Compton, and when I first moved to Vegas, I'm finna go knock his chops off. But I just walked over there politely and kissed my wife. And he was like, oh, my bad. And he still was holding her hand. I said, brother, let my wife's hand go. So one of the Soul Brothers, which is my partner, he came over there and said, Blue, you good? I said, yeah, man. He was like, Blue, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm not finna do nothing. So I told dude, I said, did you read the name on her vest? And it says property of. And I said, do you know who Gorilla Blue is? He said, no. I said, well, you must just came out of something. Well, I'm Gorilla Blue, bro. And that's my wife. I said, so if you touch my wife's hand and hold it like that again, we're going to have an issue. Tracy was like, babe, it's okay. I got this. I said, no, I got this, because he was holding your hand a little bit too long. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't go off on him, cuss her out, question her, and say, how do you know him, or none of that stuff. Why? It don't matter to me, because at the end of the day, she's coming home. When she come home from work, that money is going into our joint account. When I get paid on Friday, and I ain't ashamed to say it, I go cash my check and put all my money in my wife's hands. And when I leave out of town, I don't worry about nobody being at my house or none of that stuff,
Hey,
because
you
I
ain't got
know
no
what I
you ain't got no
have.
single brother. Not cut you off. You ain't got no single brother like you in there, do you?
Oh, nah, my brother Money, look up his page, Kenneth Hodge. That nigga King Dingaling. He used to be a stripper. You know what I'm saying? And he he do what he do. He ain't shit. Man, my brother shit, you gonna take care of him. That's what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But you
One
know,
more question
like,
before we go. One more question before we go. Now let me ask you this: if you break up with a female, do you worry about who she's sleeping with once she does? Cause I'm like this now. Me myself, I love to have sex. I really do love it. I enjoy it every chance I get. I try to do it as much as possible when I'm with somebody. But I'm like, nigga, did you think I was gonna stop screwing because we broke up?
well,
Really?
you asked me a question. Now I'm gonna say this. In the past, in the past, when I was with somebody and we broke up, and I might have stopped calling her and got upset and then got in my feelings. And then when I seen her with somebody, I'm like, man, you shouldn't be with him, you know. And it was only because I wanted her back to myself. But I tell females that I break up with, don't mess with a brother that you know that I'm close with on the bike set. That's just the
Oh no, I
code
wouldn't
right
do
there.
that.
And hold up, and if he your real brother, if he your real partner, he ain't gonna go for it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good question. Do I worry if me and Tracy was to divorce? Would I worry about who she date next? Because I know she don't really have no family and friends out here. Yes, I would, because I wouldn't want nobody to take advantage of her and be hitting on her and stuff like that. But if it was somebody else, I don't think I would be worried about it. I'd just move on. But me and Tracy have a bond, and no matter what, just like my first wife, she's always gonna be a part of me, be it for the kids or be it because I've learned a lot of stuff from her and she's helped me out a lot. Men need to give women credit where credit is due. Women do something to us that we never forget. They can either hurt us or help us. Tracy helped me in a lot of ways. My ex-wife helped me in a lot of ways, but she put me down in a lot of ways. And with Tracy, it's like we have our ups and downs, and ain't nothing is perfect. And it be times when I'll be like, man, I wake up and I say to myself, dude, sit your black ass down. Cause ain't nobody gonna put up with your bullshit the way Tracy put up with your bullshit. And I say to myself, I don't want to have to put up with nobody, especially no female that like to go out and party and all that stuff. Man, Tracy, when she get off from work, if she ain't at that casino or at the consignment shop or online at the auctions buying stuff, she's in the house messing with the dogs, cooking. She'll say, babe, I got the food cooked. If I say I'll be home in 30 minutes, I might tell her that 30 times. She'll say, well, your food is in the microwave. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, but it is what it is, man. You know, I'm just to the point right now to where I see other things and I be wanting it, but then I have to, like, right now it's a reality check just talking to you. You know what I'm saying? It's just a reality check, man. Like, do you really want to mess this up? Because it's not a guarantee that you and that person gonna work out, but you know what you and Tracy got is unbreakable. You know what I mean? So it's just like that, man. And shouts out to all my brothers and sisters that's tuning in on here, whatever. All I'm gonna say is this, man, a relationship is hard work. A relationship is harder work than it is of you getting up in the morning going to work. And if you really, 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 really want to be in a relationship, every man say, man, I just want somebody that I ain't got to worry about this, worry about that. Then work on what you have and fix it. That's all you got to do. If you have a bike at home and it's been sitting up outside and it's the chain all rusted and you get on there and it won't go, what you do? You go get WD-40 and put it on the chain get the rust off. Now you rolling smooth. So that's my take on it, and I appreciate you calling me and I think my 30. How long we been on here?
I don't know. I can't see the time. How long, somebody? How long we been on here? This
But
nigga ain't eat. You home
no,
from fuck?
you know what? My truck broke down. I just talked to my supervisor, so I'm a keep going. I have some rice, gravy, rice with vegetables and ground turkey in it with gravies. I'm gonna find one of my customers that go to that clubhouse right there and warm my shit up and eat it while I'm on the move. But we've been on 33 minutes,
Yeah.
so I'm on time. But anyway, man, I love you. Everybody that's on here, we have a group. Um, um, what's the name of the group? I forgot. Group Tips. We have it's all called Group Tips on Facebook. Please go on there and like our page and ask to join it. It's just a page that we're gonna be on there giving advice to each other, helping each other, supporting each other, promoting each other, black businesses and all that. And like I said to somebody earlier, I'm not a racist, and to my white friends and stuff that's on my Facebook, I love y'all. And they know what I mean when I say support black and this and that, because they are either in a interracial relationship, or they know what we go through. We have to support each other. The power of the black dollar is unbelievable. Dr. Dre came up with the idea to do the beats. They gave him $1 billion for it. Then you see these brothers. I got Storm comic books in my garage I was gonna get rid of and I didn't. And they went up that. I have Black Panther comic books. They made over $4 billion as of today. And the movie ain't even been out a full week yet. So until we stop going into black businesses, looking at the menu saying that is high, or you want $39.99 for that, and I tell you I only got $20, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing each other like that. We need to go in there and support each other the same way we go into these Chinese nail shops when they be talking about us in their language and we don't know what the hell they saying, but they talking about us sitting right in front of us. Blacks and Mexicans need to start supporting one another. Period. Point blank, bottom line. Until we really start supporting each other, we will never experience the power of the Black or Mexican, Hispanic, whatever you want to call them, dollar. Because it's so funny to me, and I'm going to say this and go, how these Arabs come over here from other countries, and these Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese, and the rest of them nieces come over here from these other countries. And my ex-wife worked at the county building. She said they be pulling up in Maybachs and everything, and they have pictures of it, but they still have money set aside for these people. And we here in the United States of America, Black, white, Mexican, Asians that grew up in here, and everybody else, we can't get nothing. We got to go through extensive background checks to get a loan, to do this, to do that. But as soon as somebody from a foreigner country come over here, we give them this money, and then we want to try to tell them they need to go back to their country. You done made them a millionaire. Now you want them to go back to their fucking country? Come on, man.
But not even that, Blue. A lot of us might say, and I know I'm gonna let you go after this. A lot of us might say that I can't support this business. I can't support this Black person. They too high. They too expensive. But my thing is, you ain't got to support nobody financially. But if you begin to support that person and how they think and what they doing, when they having something out there, go wear the T-shirt. They give you a T-shirt to wear. Wear that T-shirt. Support that person. Be a billboard for that person. Just like you just said about your relationship. If more people would stop hating on your relationship and how you are with your wife and start trying to be more like how you are with your, because I've been married before and the shit didn't work out. But now, because I've been around so many positive people, and because I got married at a young age, but now that I'm older and I'm wiser and I see, you know, I could possibly be this couple. I could possibly be going on vacation, doing this and doing that. Me and my husband should be building together right now, but instead, married after 12 years, I'm in a divorce. But had I had positive, I did have some positive, but had I had more positive couples, or we come together like we do now and do couple things, maybe it could have manifested. But because I didn't surround myself around positive things, I stayed with my single girlfriends that didn't want shit at the time. And now here I am. They married because they later in life got married. But here I am, single.
Playing with yourself.
Used to settle, but I'm tired of settling. So I don't have to settle to be somebody's side chick. I don't have to settle to be by myself. And if I'm by myself, I'm going to be by myself until God sends me the right person. And not to take it back to scripture, but people don't know it, but the 12 disciples that God had, those wasn't the original 12. God had to pick and choose them. He had to go through some relationship with some of the disciples before he got the 12 that he found worthy enough to walk with them. So don't think that everything that starts off looks one way. You got to go through something in order to get to something. Find you some positive vibes. Follow positive people. I don't want nothing negative around me, because I know I'm easily to go on the negative vibe, because I cuss them up out easy. But I'm trying to do better. I don't want to cuss people out all the time no more. I want to be able to uplift somebody. I want to be able to tell somebody you did good, not motherfucker, you ain't shit, you ain't hitting no shit. That ain't where I want to be no more in life.
Yeah. And see, that's what a lot of our sisters have. You know, they listen to their single friends, and I call it tearing down your manhood. You know, when you speak down on me and cuss at me and talk to me any kind of way, you trying to strip me of my manhood, and I can't allow that, because I'm a man before anything. And in fact, I'm a man that love you even though we going through what we go through. So let's have this argument, have some makeup sex, go sit down somewhere, eat, go to sleep, or whatever we gonna do. But I'm gonna say this, the two couples that I really adore, and they're on the bike set, I really adore them, is Highway and my boy Guilty, Stacey Augmon, that played professional basketball, played at UNLV and all that stuff.
Repeat that again.
Him and his wife.
Repeat it.
And Highway Smiley and his wife Dimples from Kings of Cali, and Stacey Augmon, aka Guilty, that played basketball in the NBA and UNLV. He's now Red Breed now. Those two couples right there, man, I love them, man. It's like nothing they do bother each other, and they just chill and they let each other be each other. And that's how I am with my wife. I let her be who she is and what she want to do. You know, she say, babe, let's go to the mall or the consignment shop. I already know we finna be there for a long ass time. So I go to the consignment shop, look at this high ass furniture, complain in my head like I ain't paying no $3,000 for that damn table. And then she come over here, babe, I want this table. Tracy, really? Babe, I want this table. All right, man, go on and get the table. Because when I said I want a new bike, guess what she said? We gonna pay it off. Guess what happened? We got it and paid it off. So it don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I'm finna get back on this work truck, man, because if Tracy knew I was sitting down not talking, she'd slap the shit out of me because I'm Tracy Ho and she my pimp. So I got to get this money for her, man.
All right, baby. All right, be easy.
All right, man. I love you, sis.
All right, love you too. Oh, what's the name of the group again?
It's called Group Tips.
Group Tips. Alicia, I add you in there. I'll put you in the group so you can see it. Anybody else, if y'all want to get on there,
Yeah.
I'll
Me,
inbox
you,
me
and
or
Ava are the administrators.
yeah, I'll add them in there.
And again, we not
All right,
turning
bro.
that group into no biker group. Even though all of us are part of the bike set, we gonna keep that to a group to where we get to know each other outside of the bike set. We do things outside of the bike set. Now we welcome to share flyers for events and all that stuff, but we're not gonna turn it into no biker thing, man. We gotta learn to love each other and to understand each other. Until we can get away from the bike set and sit down and eat with each other and talk with each other, all we gonna know is that person that put on that vest and he got this chest that he have to keep stuck up and he got this image he have to uphold. And that's me. I want people to know me outside of this bike set because I'm really a good person. You know what I'm saying? I'm really a good person, honest person, a helpful person, and a loving person, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And on this bike set, you really can't get to know people like that because we come out, function for a little bit, and we gone. That's all we see of each other. Like my club brothers, Waterboy and Sonny and all them dudes. That's why I'm gonna hit them up and say, man, you know, let's go fishing out there in Long Beach. We just pay $25 and we go fishing. And we get to learn each other outside of the bike set because we all are good people. You know what I'm saying? We really are. We was born good people, but we let this stuff contaminate us and we may let this stuff think that we have to uphold a certain image and we don't have to. But anyway, much love and respect to y'all, man. Much love and respect, and I'm out.
All right, baby. And also, y'all, tomorrow morning, week, if you didn't, please tune in tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Me and Ava Staples from Cali, we have a morning talk show every Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock. Our subject in the morning is kids and guns, and we also going to talk about the Black Panther movie. We need y'all input. That's tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, West Coast time, 5 o'clock in the morning, I believe. They 3 hours behind us. But y'all try to tune in again, try to support us. Once we record it, we taking it over to YouTube. We trying to get as many YouTube views as we can. We love y'all. We thank y'all. Thank y'all for always supporting. I'm out.